It's March 2nd, 2022, and this is the Egret II from Tate. Well, what's in the box is, let's open it up together and experience a true unboxing with no overreactions and take a look at the machine together for the first time. So here we are, about to open up the Egret II. As you can see, this version came from Amazon. This is the Japanese version, obviously, because I live in Japan. And yeah, today is the release date for this. So let's take a look together in this unboxing. And we're going to have a proper in-depth review of this. We're going to check out the menus, how the games scale, the screen, and we're going to connect it to the TV as well. All right, so this is what we get in the box. Check that out. All right, let's get out of there. Now, just taking it out of the box there, I can tell that this has some weight to it. It's actually a lot heavier than the Egret II Mini was. Now, luckily, these stickers that Amazon Japan put on the parcels come off really easy, so that's good. No sticky residue there. All right, let's get into the box. First, let's just take a quick look at the side. So you can see the different packs you can get. There's the rollable pack with the SD card with some games on it. We've got the joystick there and the joypad. Now, I didn't get any of these accessories, especially the joypad, because you can use the Egret II Mini controller on this, believe it or not. There's the back of the box. I'm going to be interested to see how many things we get to put in the display portion at the top, and there we have all the games listed on the side. All right, on the bottom, nothing. Okay, let's get into this. Isn't that nice? Lovely little thank you there. Okay, so let's move the camera up so you guys can see this. So first thing we get in the top is the manual, and it looks like we've got a set of stickers as well. Oh wow, that is pretty cool. Look at that. All right, let's get them a little bit lower so you can see. That is cool. We have got the old title logos here. Wow, these are actually stickers. Oh, these are nice. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Some vinyl stickers. Nice. Okay, put that down there. This is the manual, the instruction manual. Like the way it's written in English there. How about the insides? Nope, all Japanese. But you know, these things are easy to work out. We don't really need manuals for these. Unless it's got English on this side. No, it's in Japanese, the whole thing. Alright, so there you go. That is the manual. And let's see what else we got in the top of the box here. Okay, HDMI cable. Always handy to have one of those. USB-C cable there for charging it. Well, not charging it, to power it. This is going to be the display for the top of the cabinet. Just get this out. Yep, that's the display portion. All right. And that's about it. So let's take out this section here. I'll tell you what, we'll do it upside down and drop it out that way. All right. Okay, that's a lot safer. That is a lot bigger than the Sega unit, that's for sure. Alright, anything else in here? No, that's just cardboard. And then we got this bit here. This might have something in. No, it's just packing. Let's take a look inside. No, that's just packing, isn't it? Nothing in there. Alright, time for the showpiece. The Egret II. Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that. That is nice. That looks very good indeed. Okay, micro switch stick. That's good. Now you may or may not know that there is actually a little switch on the bottom of here, and that locks the gate from an 8-way gate. So 1, 2, 3, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's 8-way. And if we spin this here at the bottom, push it in and spin it, I think that's how it's done. That should now be locked as a 4-way gate. Yeah, there's no diagonals. Okay, so we've got a 4-way gate. That is pretty cool. It's going to come in handy for some of those games. The buttons themselves, they're not micro switched, but they don't feel spongy. They feel quite nice. Okay, this is a recessed vinyl sticker, and these little buttons, they're micro switched. All right, stereo speakers up at the top. We've got a bit of a screen protector on the screen there. We'll take that off. Hang on, there's a little thing here. Here we go, we'll take that off. Oh, savor the moment. Okay. And as you all know, the party piece of this device is if you push in the screen, it pops out. Oh, quite a nice click to that. And you can rotate it either way, it doesn't matter. So let's just rotate it. And then you push it back in. Yeah, good stuff. Nice and solid. Yeah, it's got a nice feel to that. All right, okay, let's take a look around the side. Yeah, I mean, it's plastic. It feels, I mean, it kind of feels a little bit, no, it doesn't feel cheap. It just feels plasticky. These are just molded on. There's no chance of taking that off. We've got our USB inputs there for player 1 and player 2, so you can add your own joypads, power switch, HDMI out, headphone socket, and the DC in. And on this side we have the the standard SD card slot. Alright, now I'm pretty sure this has no built-in battery. Let's switch it on. Yeah, absolutely nothing. So we're going to have to power this up. Alright, time for the jump cut. Okay, we've got some power connected to the device now. I've put the little display up here on the top. But I just realized this didn't come with any cards to put in there. Now that is kind of weird. I wonder if you've got to download them off the net or something and print them out yourself. Because there's certainly nothing in the box. Anyway, let's switch on the machine and see what happens. Okay, got the title logo there, and it's lovely to see it's full screen. Unlike Sega's machine, this is actually a 5-inch screen, and it seems to be a proper 4:3 screen. Okay, first thing is we've got language selection: Japanese, English. That's Chinese, and that's a traditional Chinese. We'll go with English. All right, and here's the interface. Okay, let me just switch off this light here. It's probably reflecting. No, it's not actually. Okay, we'll put that back on. Alright, so we got the menu here, and what we'll do is we'll take a better, closer look at this on the TV screen, because it'll be much easier to see. But on this screen here, it looks really nice. It's very clear, very easy to see. Doesn't seem to be any issues there. And it seems to be that all the games are listed in age order at the moment. Alright, so let's just start off with a newer game. Let's see, we'll go with Bubble Memories. Looks like it's loaded in the video there. You can see it goes a bit fuzzy when you switch between the games. Okay, let's just press, it says A is okay, but which one's A we don't know. Anyway, let's just press A. Okay. This one tells you what type of gate you should use for the stick, and we've got our buttons here: A, B, I see A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, that's easy enough to figure out. Save settings and so on. We can delete our saves, go to game settings by pressing E. Let's do that. Okay, so we can change the number of players, game difficulty, attract sound on or off, or default it. B for back. Okay, let's start a new game. Let's see how it looks. One thing I should point out, this screen is actually recessed back. It actually has, it's a plastic panel over the screen to make it look more like a CRT. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's just see what these buttons here do. The pink button. Okay, the blue button is credits. Pink button is start. Oh, and the white button goes brings up the menu. Okay, well that's fairly simple to understand. Okay, so far the screen is looking good. Let's just check it out on angles. Yeah, it seems to have a good viewing angle ratio, not too bad. That's pretty important with these type of things. There's no blurring on Bob, or is that Bubble, when he moves, so yeah. Good refresh rate. And the stick is very responsive, yeah. Yeah, buttons are responsive too. Oh, and I'm dead. Now here's an interesting thing. I wonder what happens if we tilt the screen while the game is playing. I see, okay. It puts it into horizontal ratio, but on a vertical screen setup. Okay, well that's kind of interesting. Let's go out of that and load up a vertical screen game. Okay, back to menu. Okay, what have we got? Vertical screen game here. Elevator action returns. We got to check that out later. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Rayforce, or layer section as I know it. It's a vertical screen game. Let's see how that looks. Okay, well that's standard to the arcade. So let's put in a couple of credits. Stereo sound is good from those speakers, by the way. Unfortunately, you're listening to this in mono because I'm using the lavalier mic. Oh, good job. They've got rapid fire option. That's good. The base arcade version of this does not have rapid fire. You've got to keep hammering that button. It's looking nice. Not bad at all. The text up at the top here is really sharp. That looks really nice. Okay, let's just rotate the screen and see if it does the same thing. Yes, it does. Alright, that's pretty interesting. Okay, I've just switched off all the lights because I want you to get a good look at this screen and to see the quality of it. Okay, let's get back to the game. And let's start. So as you can see, the blacks look really black. Looks really nice. And obviously the camera is going to be, you know, blowing out the colors or whatever. But hopefully you'll get some sort of idea how good the screen is. Now, this is only available on the Sega Saturn officially. And the Sega Saturn port is amazing. It is really good. It's basically arcade perfect. However, there is a little bit of shimmering when the building scrolls down, and I'm pretty sure it's like that on MAME as well. So I'm going to see if it's like that on this, because I think that's just the way the game is, to be honest. All right, gotta go the lady. Always go the lady. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. Yeah, you can see the little bit of shimmering. Yeah, that is not a fault of the screen. That's what the game is like. It's like that on MAME, and it's also like that on the Sega Saturn as well. Wow, we've got rapid fire in this game too. Not that you need it in this game. Oh yeah, that is very nice. Okay, so what I want to see if there's any sort of a screen filter on this. Maybe we can get some scan lines on here. Let's take a look at the options. Okay, so here we are in the main menu, and we're going to take a look at the console settings. Now, to get to the console settings, you press the E button, which is this button here. Okay, this is where we can adjust the volume. So there we go. Yeah, we can crank that up to 5. Okay, we've got brightness of the screen. Let's crank that up to 5. Okay, we've got HDMI wide, so we've got some HDMI options here. We'll check them out on the TV later. Filter, alright. Okay, we just got on or off. We'll put it on. Maybe that's scan lines. BGM settings. Okay, different BGM. We only got 3. Okay, demo settings, 3 minutes. Okay, you can set the time the demo works. Language again, legal notes, no thank you, staff credits. Factory reset. Okay, let's go back into elevator action and see if that filter puts scan lines on it. I hope it does. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, it seems to be the same to me. That's a weird one. Let's just save it. And we'll save it there. Okay, let me just take a look. It looks sharper, maybe. It looks sharper, possibly. Okay, let's just go out of the game and switch off that filter option. Okay, filter is off. Back to the game. We will load up the game. Yeah, I think it looks sharper with the filter on. Yeah, it looks sharper, I think, yeah. So let me just go back out one more time. Filter on. Yeah, I think it does look... Yeah, it's definitely sharper with the filter switched on. That's kind of weird, isn't it? You just expect it to be the other way around. Oh, that is a weird one. Okay, so first impressions. I like the screen. I love the way it fills up the entire actual screen. I do love this plastic overlay they got over the LCD to make it look more like a CRT monitor. The speakers are decent. They could be a little bit louder, but not too bad. Yeah. Okay, let's get this connected up to the TV and see what those HDMI options are like. Okay, here we are over at the TV, and as you can see, I'm using the Astro City controller, and it works on it. Okay, I'm going to check out some other controllers later on as well, but for now I know this works, so I'm going to use this. Okay, so I'm going to switch off the lights to reduce reflection, and let's take a look at the options we've got. Okay, so the HDMI options, we've got HDMI wide. Now if you switch that on, you get another option there, which is HDMI turn, and I presume that would, yeah, as expected, it turns the screen around. Now it's weird that that is only available in HDMI wide mode, but we're not going to put HDMI wide mode on, because who in the right mind wants to play games stretched to, like, you know, stretch to hell? Okay, filter on and off, we'll keep that on and see if it makes any difference. And yeah, of course volume setting doesn't do anything when you got it connected to the TV. HDMI wallpaper on or off. Okay, we'll have it on for now and we'll see what that is. There's no options to change anything on there. Okay, let's start a Bubble Symphony and see how it is. Ah, okay, I see, there's your wallpaper on. Okay, not too bad. Alright, I can see that it is pixelated, and that's with the filter on. Yeah, that is definitely pixelated, so there's no filtering going on there. And yeah, looking at those squares scrolling in the background, no shimmering, that is nice and smooth, a proper 60 frames per second there. Looking good. And of course we've got stereo sound. So it looks like the interpolation on the screen is spot on actually. Okay, let's just switch off those HDMI backgrounds. See what happens. No, it's still bordered, and the border is a slight grey colour. I'm sure you can see that on the screen. Okay, now what I'm going to do is switch off the filter and see if that actually smooths out the graphics. Yeah, it smooths out the graphics. That is weird. That the filter on takes the filter off, and the filter off puts the filter on. I wonder if that's a translation error. Tell you what, I'm going to put it into Japanese and see if there's a translation error, because that doesn't make sense at all. Okay, let's put it into Japanese. Alright, let's see. Yeah, filter off, filter on. No, it's the same. It's the same. Wow. That's backwards. That doesn't make sense at all. Alright, anyway, let's check out some of the games and see what we like. Oh, by the way, check this out. We can see who did the emulation. It was an M2, that's for sure. Software is by a company called Zuiki and iFurtech. No idea. Chinese company, judging by the names there. Hardware, yeah. Zuntata doing the sound as expected. But yeah, it's not M2. Interesting. Okay, let's check out Darius Gaiden. Okay, that's not bad. That's seems to be perfect. Yeah. Okay, let's get into the game. Nice smooth scrolling. Don't see any unwanted shimmering. Oh, did you hear that? The sound was skipping then. Did you hear it? Oh, wait. The background there looks to be uneven. You can kind of see it wobbling. Now it doesn't do that in the Sega Saturn version. Yeah, that's not perfect, is it? Let me just drop another bomb and see if the audio skips. It is! Did you hear that? I don't know if the arcade version does that, but I know for sure the Sega Saturn version doesn't. I think playing it on the TV, there's a tiny bit of lag, maybe? I'm feeling it. Well, or am I? Yeah, the audio skips when you let the bomb loose. I really should have checked the arcade version out on MAME first, see if it does it on MAME. Maybe that's just how the game is. No, maybe there is no lag. Let's try Metal Black. Okay, and just out of interest, I want to see what the HDMI wide looks like. I know it's going to look bloody awful, but just out of interest, let's take a look. I know it's, it's blasphemy, isn't it? But let's just check it out. Wait, look. It's not wide. They've basically zoomed up the screen to fill a 4:3 aspect ratio. You can, yeah, look at the shimmering there as the text scrolled up. Alright, that is not scaled well. But basically it just takes away the the border around the screen. Okay, let's just reset that. I want to see if the text will shimmer if it's set to a standard. Ooh, this one's got a different type of feature. The screen is rounded in the corners. Interesting, Darius wasn't like that. Ah, now the screen, now that text is scrolling very smoothly. Okay, so you see the buildings in the foreground. They're not shimmering like we saw in Darius. I mean, the clouds are shimmering, but that's just because they're using some sort of line scrolling. So, okay, so maybe just Darius looks like that in the arcade version with the shimmering background graphics. Now I've just noticed on the screen it actually tells you what the arcade system was. So as you can see, these are like the F3 package system. There was a F3 system, this is the F2 system. So that's pretty nice, it tells you what arcade board the game was originally ran on. Let's check out Gun Frontier. Alright, that's kind of an interesting border, isn't it? Oh no, that scales terribly. Look at that shimmering. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll put this into the full mode and see how that looks. Still shimmering a little bit, but not as bad. Tell you what, that's that's one big vertical screen. And I still get a bit of shimmering on it. Not as bad though, there's a Millennium Falcon there. Yeah. Okay, so what I've done now is I've put it into HDMI wide mode. We've got the tilt switched off, but I've put the filter on. And yeah, that smooths everything out. Okay, that looks a lot smoother now, no shimmering. Okay, let's get into the actual game and see if the emulation is good. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Now, this is a big TV screen. This is massive. 60-inch screen. Actually, not that big, really, is it, in modern days? But you can notice the blur filter. It's not too aggressive, but I certainly notice it. It's not to my taste. But saying that, with the blur filter switched on, you don't get any shimmering when you're in this HDMI wide mode. So that is good. Now, one thing I want to point out to you just before we play another game is if you press the F button, you can change the order of the game. So you can have it in name order, alphabetical order, or favorites. I'm going to keep it in release year. And by the way, to favorite a game, you press the D button and put a little star next to it. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's take a look at this. We'll turn the HDMI wide off, we'll put the borders back on, so this should be scaled perfectly, and the filter is off, which means on. On, which means off. Maybe they want to call it a sharpening filter. Anyway, let's get into this one. Normal, yes please. So you notice even though the games are put into, even though we got the machine set to English, all the games are still in Japanese. So they are the Japanese ROMs. We'll just go here in the standard guide.
Round 1. Fight!
Never played this ever. Oh, crush. Okay, special move from... Oh, there we go. What's going on here? This guy controls just like Ryu or Ken from Street Fighter. So we got a hurricane kick. No. Got a dragon punch though, look. Oh, I'm dead. I do like that, the way you can knock them to another room. That's pretty cool. So there we have it. That is the Egret II from Tate, the mini version. And you'd be happy to know that the vertical scrolling games, when you have them on the normal built-in screen, do not have any shimmering at all. The shimmering only appears when you play them on the big TV. So at least this screen seems to be pixel perfect, or close enough that you don't notice any shimmering. Now, one thing I would like to point out is I did try many different controllers, and no matter how many controllers I tried, none of them would work. I tried PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, a 360 controller, various other USB controllers. None of them would work, except this Astro City one, which is kind of odd when you think about it. But the Astro City Mini also has the same issue. It doesn't seem to want to work with practically any USB controller. Weird. Good news is you can still use a controller even though you have it, you know, playing on the little screen. It works just fine, no problems whatsoever. So that is good. And we're actually playing this wrong, aren't we? Let's switch that around and let's fix that. This is how it should be. Lovely stuff. Now, it is a shame that there are no scanline features on this, and it's also a shame that the scaling on the vertical games doesn't seem to be ideal, you know, especially when playing it with the filter switched off, or switched on in this case, and not set to HDMI wide. The normal horizontal screen games, they seem to display better when you have it set to default. Playing like crap. Yeah, that's because I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, all round, not bad at all. Alright, before we end, let's take a look at one more game running on the Egret II, and we'll zoom into the screen so you get a better look at it. This is Runark, also known as Growl in the US. Taito's quality Indiana Jones knockoff. Okay, let's just quickly get into this and have a quick game on it. We'll go with the one that looks most like Indy. Probably the first guy, I would imagine. Now here, can you hear that high-pitched noise that was continuing then? I wonder if that's an audio glitch.